can't find any good house flips right now, the market is too competitive, right? Wrong. Many people believe that if you're in a market that's too hot or too cold, you can't flip houses profitably. But the truth is, market conditions don't create profitable flips. Your system does. In this video, I'm going to break down the exact methods I use to find profitable deals and how you can do the same. I've used this system to find and flip houses during market booms, interest rate spikes, and even down cycles. It works because it's not market-driven, it's data-driven. In this current market, when everybody is saying there's no deal, I actually grew my business by 50%. So it's not the market, it's your strategy. If you're not finding deals, that means you're not looking in the right places or making the right connections. First of all, you need to stop blaming the market. Second, you want to use the data as guidance, not your emotions. Many investors let their emotions guide their search for properties, so they behave just like regular home buyers. When the market is hot, they overbid and overpay for flips. And when the market is slower, they slow down their operations too. That's a very big mistake. As an investor, if you purchase a house flip as if you were purchasing your primary residence, you would never make any money. That's why I act against the market and I strictly use data. Warren Buffett once said, "Be greedy when others are fearful, and be fearful when others are greedy." So that means if you see most people on the market are chasing deals and are overpaying for properties, that's when you really need to be cautious. But when the market is slowing down, that's actually an opportunity for you to find deals. Regarding my data-driven approach, I put data on micro neighborhoods. Those are usually within a very small radius, a quarter mile, and they share the same zip code. I look at the days on the market, sale price versus list price, and also run comparable sales very diligently. That means I'm looking at properties that are strictly comparable. This data gives you the map to find profitable deals, but emotion gets you lost. Now let's get to my top 3 lead sources that work everywhere. Some investors invest thousands of dollars on mailers every month but still don't get any deals because mailers don't work anymore. But the 3 methods I'm going to teach you right now still work great and yield a very good return on investment. That's how I scaled my business by 50% in the last year. Let's start with a simple one that everyone has access to, the MLS, also the open market for houses. The MLS is where property for sale are listed publicly and everybody can see all the houses. That's why some people think that you can't really purchase properties at a discounted price on the MLS. But that's not true. You just need to know which properties you should go after and which you shouldn't. Every year, I purchase a few properties on the MLS, and I also taught my students to look out for homes for sale on the MLS, and many of them have made a 6-figure profits by just purchasing deals out of the MLS. So what are the houses that you should watch out for on the MLS? It's definitely not the houses that are priced too low. Let's say a house is worth 1.2 million, but it's priced at 1 million. That's when everybody jumps in. And buyers, investors, even bystanders who are not thinking about buying a house at all wants to submit a bid because they thought they could get a deal because the home is priced so low. But it's probably just a gimmick by the seller and the listing agent. They know that by pricing the house at such a low price, that so many people are going to want to partake in a potential bidding war. The end result is, with so much attention and many offers, this home will probably sell for more than the 1.2 million market value. So nobody's getting a deal. So how do you get a deal on the MLS? You should instead target the homes that are priced too high, because those sellers usually have high expectations, but they don't know that by pricing their homes too high, it actually backfires. A high list price will scare everybody away, well, almost everybody. So the house will likely sit in the market for a while without any movement, and that will help the seller adjust their expectations. That's when you can swoop in and make an offer that's much lower than the asking price and get your perfect deal. That's exactly how my students Nancy and Maria got their first flip and made $150,000. My second lead source is wholesalers. If you don't know, wholesalers are a type of investor who specialize in finding fix and flip deals. They usually secure a deal by working with a home seller or a listing agent directly, and then they assign the contract to a fix and flip investor. The problem is there are so many wholesalers out there and they are really not created equal. Some wholesalers send you a ton of stuff and nothing works. You just have to weed out all the wholesalers that are not qualified and locate the wholesalers that have legitimate deals. As a house flipper of 8 years, I realized that good wholesalers are very selective in terms of their clients. They don't just send deals to anyone. So how do you stand out and get on the short list of a good wholesaler? You really have to network and put yourself out there. By networking, I mean to go to a lot of real estate events because that's where wholesalers usually hang out. So you want to talk to as many people as possible, especially wholesalers. So you tell them what you do and what you're looking for. And also, you want to put yourself out there by sharing all the experiences you've had and all the qualifications you have. If you have proof of funds and proof that you can close deals quickly or past experience of house flipping, then you really need to show them that. Once a good wholesaler realizes that you are responsive and reliable, they're going to send a lot of deals your way and become a very good deal source. My third and final deal source is also my favorite. It's working with real estate agents to find off-market deals. Compared to the first two lead sources, this one takes a lot more time and effort because it takes a lot of time for you to build the network with real estate agents, and also it takes time for you to build the trust so the agents will start working with you. The beauty of this source is after the initial effort, you actually can keep enjoying deal flow for a very long time. I still get deals from agents I talked to from like 8 years ago. If you want to take advantage of this deal source, it's so important to build trust because agents don't work with anyone. They want to work with people that they can rely on. So anything you can do to build trust and to show up as someone who's trustworthy, then you need to do that. Like being responsive and saying what you mean and meaning what you say. These 3 deal sources pull fresh, local deals without a massive budget in any market. I know that these deal sources work wonder because even though there's very low inventory and everyone's saying there's no deal, but I bought 17 flips last year. It's only May as I'm filming this video, but I've already purchased 8 flips. So the next time someone tells you that there's no good deals in this market, you know that they're just not making the right connections or using the right system. In the next instructional video, I'm going to break down how to analyze a house flip. So keep an eye out for that video. Thanks so much for watching, and be sure to check out my latest flip before and after by tapping that video on the screen. See you next time.